That workout sucked. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to jump on today and share a video with you guys about how to deal with workouts that don't go so well. We've all been there. We've all experienced a workout that you had this expectation in your head of how it's going to go, and then it didn't go the way that you wanted. In the past, in running, I let this really derail me and completely ruin the workout as well as maybe the remainder of my training week. As I've matured in this world of running and training, I've learned better ways to handle it. So I want to share with you guys today a little bit of how I look at this. I love putting things into like frameworks or thoughts. So it's something that I've kind of come up with over the years. And it actually really came a lot to fruition in my run today that went really shitty. And so the framework that I like to use to help me manage workouts that are not going the way that I want is 1, thinking about context, 2, reframing the workout, and then 3, finishing. So today I had a tough fartlek workout. It was 3K warm up, 10 sets of 2 minutes at 340 to 345 per kilometer pace with 2 minutes easy, and then a 3K cool down. So this is a tough workout. This is a hard workout for me. And I went into it and I started the warm up and I could immediately tell that it probably wasn't going to go the way that I wanted to. But I thought that I'd keep my head in a positive place and try and go and hit the paces that I set out to hit. As I was going through the sets, I was realizing that this was not happening. And so I started to use this 3-step kind of process that I've used and developed over the years to make sure that my workout didn't get derailed. And so what that is looking at context first. So trying to look at the context of this workout in the grand scheme of your training block. So when I was doing that, as I was going through the cool down of each working set, I started to think about the last couple weeks of training. The last couple of weeks of training, I've had the most mileage that I've ever done as a runner in a week. So I had, I think, a 74 kilometer week followed by a 77 kilometer week. And then this was going to be another big week of training for me. So the volume was higher than it had ever been. So in the grand scheme of what I was doing, it made sense as to why this workout was not going as well as it should have. The other thing is I was aware of myself starting to feel a little bit of the training effect of pushing myself really hard in the last 2 weeks. I was feeling a little bit more fatigued and tired in my legs, and I love using data to help support this or help look at this. And so I use the Whoop. I've been using the Whoop for 2 years, so I have a lot of data points on that. And I could see, I'll show you here, from last week after my hard fartlek workout, my recovery was consistently really low. And so I like to look at this in patterns, so not one-off days, but what does the trend look like? And you can see on my Whoop recovery score that the trend was not doing well in terms of recovering the way that I wanted to. So as I was going through the cool down portion of my working sets, I was thinking about this. So in the context of everything, this actually made a lot of sense to me. From there, I like to go into the next step, which is reframing. And this is really key. This is where I've gotten a lot better at managing these situations, is reframing your mindset around the current workout. So the expectation I had going into this workout was hitting the 340 to 345 per kilometer. As I started the workout, I realized that that was not going to happen. In the past, this would have made me really upset, really mad, and I probably would have just like either sucked at the workout, bailed on the workout, or just not be in a good place. What I try to do now and what I did on this run is reframe it and focus on, okay, I might not be able to hit the paces that I'm supposed to hit for this workout. I'm going to reframe this to scratching the time and focusing on just getting the best out of each rep. So I stopped looking at, okay, how many reps do I have left? What paces did I hit in the past reps? What paces do I want to hit? And focused on what can I get out of this working set right now. And whatever that best effort was for me on that set was going to be what I wanted to do. So as long as I was giving my best effort and getting the most out of that set, I was happy. The paces were not what I wanted, but the effort was there. And that is really what I started to latch onto and focus. So reframing is super key. And then the last thing, and this is where some people may differ on this. This is my perspective on things. Some people might not agree with this, but mine is to always finish. So I think that we can get in a really bad habit as humans at quitting. And quitting is contagious, and it is a pattern that we can learn. And it's something that I don't want to do. I've done this in the past and I've seen how it's impacted me. So my thing is I'm always going to finish the workout. So the prescribed work for me, I'm going to finish it. It might not be at the level that I want it to be or at the expectation I had going into it, but I'm going to finish my 10 sets. I'm going to finish the 3K cool down, and I'm going to get this workout done. And then I'm going to reflect on it like I am now and see where I could have done better, why it went the way it went, and how we can improve on it. But I'm always going to finish. Outside of like a circumstance where maybe I have injured myself or I've really put myself in a compromising position, but I would say 99 to 100% of the time I'm going to finish the work, and it's just the mentality that I have set myself up to focus on. So that is kind of the 3-step process that I like to use. So to summarize, it's going to be context, reflect on the bigger picture and the context of this workout in your actual training program. Does this make sense why you're responding the way that you are? Maybe it doesn't, maybe it does, but try to think of the bigger picture. Then you want to reframe. So reframe your mind around what's going on. For me, that was focusing on getting the next best rep in. And then the last thing is finish. For me, I'm always going to finish the prescribed work. It might not look like the way that I want it to, might not be as fast, but I'm going to get those sets done. I'm going to get the total duration done. It's just the way that I look at it. I think quitting is contagious, and I don't want that to be something that creeps into my mind. That might not be for you, but that's how I look at it. So I just want to share that with you guys because I think there's a lot of new runners out there, or anyone who's starting to push themselves in any new endeavor, that can get really discouraged by bad workouts. I know I have. I let it derail me a lot more in the past. And learning how to manage those is important because they're going to happen. Another bad run is going to happen for me in the future. I know it. So building out frameworks to manage this is super important. And I want you guys to know that like it's all relative. So people will look at, my paces and be like, well, you're still going really fast compared to like them, or someone who's way faster than me is looking at that like you're going slow, like you're not even close to pushing it hard. It's all relative, right? So once in the past, a bad workout for me was not being able to run 5K, where I had to walk, run some of it because I wasn't able to complete the continuous run. Now it's not hitting tempos and intervals that I want to hit to try to hit my goal of running a sub 3:10 marathon coming up here in April at the Mississauga Marathon. It's all going to be relative. So for you, it's not about the numbers, the paces, it's about the thing that's going to happen and how you manage it. So hopefully this idea of context, reframing, and finishing can help you start to build your own framework or help you manage, shitty workouts or when things don't go well. But that's all I got for today, guys. I just wanted to get this out here. It was on my mind from this run today that I did. And this has been helpful for me. Hope it's been helpful for you. If you've been liking the videos, you like this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the framework. Would this be something you'd use? What do you use in your own journey? Let me know. And then make sure you guys subscribe. That way you don't miss out on any of the videos. I'm going to try to pump them out as much as I can. I've been really enjoying this process. And if you guys have tuned in and checked out any of my other videos, I really appreciate it. As always, guys, get out there, work hard, dig deep. We'll see you in the next one. I heard my friend Brooke say she's proud but never satisfied. This really resonated with me, and I think it's how I approach all my training in life. I want to get better. I don't want to be complacent. I want to keep pushing, but I'm proud of the efforts that I put in and giving it my all. So trying to focus on being proud of what you're doing, but not being satisfied in the sense of trying to get the most out of yourself is a great way to constantly improve, get better, and get the most out of what you're doing. Proud but never satisfied.